another small saying with a big truth from the book of Proverbs. Let me ask y'all a question. Any of y'all out there ever been whipped? Now, I'm sure if you're like me, the answer is absolutely I've been whipped. You know, old Josh here has been on he's been on the receiving end of quite a few whippings in his life. Now, this may come as a surprise, but what usually got me in trouble was my smart mouth. And I remember one time in particular, I'd smarted off to mom or dad, somebody, and they said, we're going to do something a little different this time. Going out in the yard, pick the switch yourself, bring it back to me, and that's what I'm going to spank you with. So I go out there and I see big limbs, and then over here is a weeping willow tree, really tiny limbs, looked about like this. And I thought, 8-year-old Josh thought, man, I'm outsmart him. I'm going to get this really small branch, take it back to him. I ain't going to feel a thing, right? Let me tell you, wrong. That little thing with that, it was like I was getting whipped. You know what I'm saying? Whipped. Well, today, in Proverbs 10:13, the Bible tells us, on the lips of him who has understanding, wisdom is found. But a rod is for the back of him who lacks sense. A rod is for the back of him who lacks sense. Now, it's telling us in the first part that on our lips wisdom is found. But lacking wisdom, apparently, and as we all know from life, can be extremely painful. The ones who lack wisdom, it is a painful correction to get us back on the right path. And the rod here is referring to a part of a tree where they used to make staffs or weapons. So it's a pretty substantial rod. And we can show our lack of wisdom in our own life in many ways, but what it's referring to here mostly is how we lack wisdom with our mouth. The focus is on the lips. James tells us we should be slow to speak. We really should think about what we're going to say. Be really careful about what we say. We don't really realize the power of our words, but if we just slow down, think about what we're going to say, just maybe we can avoid this rod of punishment that comes with speaking too quickly or just showing lack of wisdom with our lips. The words we speak reveal the wisdom we possess. But you know what else it can do? It can also prove just how much wisdom we are lacking. You cannot hide your character for long. You can't fool everybody forever. Eventually, whatever is inside is going to come out. Jesus tells us in Matthew 12:34 that out of the abundance of the heart, the mouth speaks. So whatever's inside eventually is going to come out. And what we want inside is wisdom. We want wisdom to come forth on our lips. So what is wisdom? If we got to be wise, we got to know what it is, right? Now, is wisdom just knowing a bunch of things, having a bunch of knowledge? No. One commentator said knowledge is raw information, but wisdom knows how to use that knowledge. Knowledge is the ability to take things apart. Wisdom is the ability to put things back together. So if we're going to be wise, what do we do to actually gain wisdom? Well, the first thing we should do is we should ask God, right? Ask God to show us areas in our life that need more wisdom. And let me tell you, if you start off by asking Him that, He will 100% of the time, without a doubt, He will show you ways and areas in your life that need more wisdom. We need to dig into this Word every day. Read your Bible daily. Pray to God daily. Start your day off asking God, how can I be more wise today? God, show me areas in my life that I can show more wisdom to those out there. Put me in situations. Put me in situations that's going to test that wisdom. And guess what? He's going to do it. And if you'll do that, if we'll pray to God, we'll ask Him for wisdom. We'll ask Him to even be so bold as to ask Him to show us areas and put us in situations that we have to show more wisdom, especially with our mouth. Guess what? He will move in our life in a powerful way, a very, very powerful way. We will change. We can do all sorts of things we never thought we could do just by showing more wisdom in our life. As always, if you need anything, at all, please don't hesitate to reach out to us here at the church. We'd be more than happy to hear from you. We'd love to help you out in any way we can. And as always, God bless.